Oh man, I am so done recording this video today. Not that you guys need to know really, but yeah, I've recorded this 12 times now. I've recorded it 12 times because every time I record it, I'm unhappy with the results. Without even reviewing them, I finish rambling, and I'm like, it just doesn't do it. And then there was the problem that I couldn't figure out what the hell to talk about today. Finally figured it out, and recorded that like 3 times now. Yeah, that's ridiculous, right? And got it into post, and it's just the exposure's all wrong. It's grainy and ugly, and I ramble too much, and now I'm probably doing it again. But that's what it is today. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is inspired by I was in a store over in Pullman, and this photographer came in, and they were getting all their gear out because they were going to do some sort of a photo shoot there for promotional materials for the store. And I asked them immediately, because as soon as I see camera gear, I can't help myself. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, are you taking photos? Are you doing video? What are you shooting on? Like, what's the idea? Blah blah blah. Because I get excited about that stuff. Anytime I see somebody that's taking photos or video, I want to know what's going on, because that's what I'm dedicating my life to career-wise. So I want to know this stuff. And she was taking photographs, not video, and she made mention that she's not doing video because she doesn't feel she knows enough about video yet. And that is what has inspired this vlog. Well, vlog's gonna happen anyway, but this actually gives it a topic. So I find it fascinating because I've heard this before from people. They are concerned about making the jump from photo to video. And I have to say that as somebody that started with photo, it's not as hard as you think. A lot of the principles are the same. You still have to pay attention to things like leading lines and your z-axis. You have to pay attention to lead room in a photograph so that you can guide the eye to where you want it to go. You still have to think about things like headroom. All these things translate easily from photo to video. The things that might be different are calculations based on shutter speed versus frame rate. Very easy calculations though, so it's not too difficult to figure out. What frame rate should you be using? Those types of things. It's very technical questions that are the difference between photo and video, because when you think about video, it is just a quick series of photographs. So if you are thinking about photo and video differences, if you are somebody who is a photographer or even just an amateur photographer, it doesn't matter if you're pro or amateur, if you are into it but you want to get into video, I want to encourage you, because it is not as difficult as you think. I know it seems, with the amount of setup that you do sometimes for photos, that it's going to be even bigger for video, but it's the same idea, it's the same process. It's just a couple of technical things that you have to consider. You're still working with light, you're still working with frames, you're still working with shutter speed and aperture. All these things are the same. You still have to consider them all. It's just a matter of motion instead. So if you are a photographer and you're thinking about getting into video, I just want to encourage you to get out your camera, set it to video, and give it a try, because I think you will be pleasantly surprised with how easy the transition is. That's it for today. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it encourages some of you to set it up on video mode and go at it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early. Not really, it'll be in the afternoon.